Hello everyone. Today we are going to show a very recent game of mine that involves a very common attack. I think most of you are familiar to the tactics, so I think you will enjoy the game. E4, the king's pawn opening. E5, knight to F3, knight to C6, bishop to C4, the Italian game. There are other moves such as bishop to B5 or knight to C3. Which are also common, but it's okay. Bishop to c4, it's also very common, the Italian game. Knight to f6, the two knights defense. Now this does attack the e4 pawn, but it also gives up the control of the g5 square. So there is a nice attack by white that starts with knight to g5. Now with the knight to g5 move, white not only protects the e4 pawn, but more importantly it attacks the f7 pawn. Now f7 is the weakest and most sensitive of all squares in black's camp, which is only protected by the king, but now it is attacked by two pieces, the knight and the bishop. So it does look like a very good attack. But this attack is not actually seen in grandmasters level, as it violates the most common principle of chess openings. It moves the minor piece twice. So at grandmasters level, d3 or d4 are more common at this point. But okay, I played knight to g5 and went for the fried liver attack. But Black has many replies, but black surprised me with the next move. Black went for bishop to c5 and went for the Traxler counter attack, the sharpest of the replies from black to the fried liver. So okay, it's playable. So I played knight to f7, the usual reply. Went for forking the queen and the rook, and black sacrifice the bishop with bishop to f2. Now white can take the bishop, but it really allows black too much attack, as white's most of the pieces are now undeveloped. So moving the king to f1 is the sound reply, which I played. King to f1. Now black played queen to e7, moving the queen out of harm's way, and I took the rook, as I did not get any material advantage yet. So just grabbing the rook. The black wants to develop his pieces, attack, and just checkmate, as black is down on material. That's the idea of black in Traxler counter attack. So black wants to get all his pieces to the attack. So black played d5 with a view to activating the bishop and getting his pieces closer to my king, so he can checkmate me easily. So there is a nice tactic. If I take the pawn with my bishop, black can immediately win. Can you spot the tactic? Yes, it is bishop to g4, where my queen gets trapped. It has nowhere to go. So I took the pawn with my pawn and attacked his knight instead, but this allows his knight to be more active square. So knight to d4. I tried to kick the knight with c3, but now his knight is attacked. Now his bishop is also attacked. What do black do? White does not protect any of them. He just moves his bishop to g4 and attacks my queen instead. So with the previous move c3, I not only attacked his knight, I also created some space for my queen. So I could move my queen anywhere. So I moved my queen to a4 and gave him a check. Now he can block the check with his pawn, bishop, or knight, but he chose the best option, that is knight to d7. Now what does knight to d7 do? It opens up the f file for attack, as my king is stuck on f file and there are many enemy pieces on around my king on the f file. So it's very scary for white. So how does white defend? I move the pawn forward d3, so my bishop can get some air, but it does not help. Going to f6 and threatening all sorts of discovered attacks. Now white has actually nothing more to do. The king has not actually anywhere to go actually. So I gave him a check, but does not help. It ended very quickly. So that's it. It's really scary, that Traxler counter attack. At first when I saw it, I thought, I mean, engine shows that white has the advantage, white is winning, but in reality, in human mind, white cannot survive the attack. So I think you really enjoyed the video. So if you enjoyed the video, give a like and share a comment maybe, and of course subscribe the channel. Thank you.